Are you sick of cancellations and occupancy limits? Tired of missing the cosplay, hangouts, events, and artists, and everything else? Well, rip that N95 approved face mask off, because this year we're bringing the entire convention straight to the comfort of your couch.
Vivid Publishing presents CouchCon, sponsored by CryptoComics, June 25th through the 28th at CouchCon.org. Forget low-effort virtual events. Vivid's CouchCon is the real deal in its second year running. Check out our dealer's room with over 150 fantastic vendors. Let your fingers do the walking for you as you browse beautiful talent from around the world. We've got commissions, comics, clothes, toys, games, original art, latex bodysuits, and more. Hold on to your butts, because that's not all. Dive straight into a full weekend lineup of live panels. CouchCon has it all. From symposiums on mythology by award-winning authors to late-night dance floors and art jams. Join our Discord server and meet up with your convention buddies in the main hall. Oh yeah, just like old times, brother. Enter the CouchCon cosplay contest with both pet and human categories. Play online games with friends or enemies. Friendly high-octane trivia competitions like Jeopardy! Or join a skirmish match for some not-so-friendly competition, Jack! And don't miss the panel from our guest of honor, Corvus Pointer, creator of the incredible webcomic Lions of Cosma! Stop by and thank CryptoComics.com, the greatest sponsor Vivid's 2020 CouchCon could ask for. At Vivid's 2020 CouchCon, we're changing the game, giving your favorite creators global reach, royalties on resales, the lion's share. To wipe away those canceled event tiers and get pumped for the best online convention in existence. Vivid Publishing's CouchCon.
So get your butt to CouchCon.org, June the 25th through the 28th. I'll see you there.
Yeah, what's up, all you comic fans out there? This is your beautiful host, Frey.
Hey, I'm Matt. We're from CryptoComics, back with another edition of the CryptoComics Couch, where we break down the comic landscape and let you into our world.
Our world.
We got a lot to talk about today. Once again, it's going to be good.
Yeah, be sure to duke it out in the comments. Battle it up. Think about it like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. As always, the comments section, as well as this video, might not be safe for work. So enjoy. Yeah. All right. So now that you've been warned, let's just jump right in to our first topic.
So we have the the CouchCon coming up, as most of you guys know. And we started off with their commercial, and I have to say that has got to be the most Billy Mays commercial I have ever seen.
It's fantastic.
I love it.
And the great thing is that they could sell you tickets to the convention for the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge. And actually, the tickets are free, so that's even better. So free tickets for the edge of your seat. Let's see. Justin Mayhew says, "Sup, guys? What's up, Justin? What's up, baby? How's it going?" All right. So we got CouchCon coming up. It's gonna be friggin' sweet. They have officially announced panels now. I'm not gonna go through and try to read all of these panels because, as you can see, there's quite a bit going on that weekend. But basically, the weekend of Thursday, June 25th, go to CouchCon.org and get crazy with it. Basically, everything's all online. It's on various streaming providers, Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, you name it. You get to interact with a lot of really awesome creators. There's also going to be some DJ sets, one of which is DJ Cyrus, presented by CryptoComics.com. I'm really excited about that one because I know DJ Cyrus. That's right. I'm not trying to drop names here, but I know the DJ. Okay? So you got to let me in. We're going to have an Ask Me Anything. That's going to be pretty sweet. Hey, you know, Frey, who's the guy on the right? The guy on the right is actually Matt Russell. He's our editor-in-chief.
What's up?
Justin's like, I know Frey because he never leaves me alone.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So let's see here. We've got a roundtable discussion with a whole bunch of really, really sweet creators. Am I allowed to announce any of these creators that we have on our list?
Let me see. You know what? Go for it.
Am I allowed to? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should wait. I always get myself in
You know
trouble with
what?
this
We'll
kind of
say
stuff.
Jared, our CEO, told us that we should. So let him take the fall.
Oh, Jared says we should?
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying.
You know, I'm pretty sure I might have heard the same thing. I mean,
All right, so
allegedly. So let's see here. Let me pull up the doc so that I know I'm at least trying to be 100% accurate here. Dun, 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 dun. And this is when you realize that Fry wasn't prepared for this. Yeah. Let's see. Is it in the marketing scrum document? I think so. I think that's where we put it. Who knows? I highlighted a bunch
yeah,
of stuff. All right, so we've got SK for Music Makers. Confirmed. Music Maker. I do that every time. Music Maker
every
Comics. She is epic. She is awesome. She is so much fun to sit and talk to. If you guys haven't seen the Creator Spotlight with her, she's great. We have got, let's see, David Lilly, of course, the David Lilly. Dreamkeepers Comics, also one of the main guys running CouchCon here. Again, someone we love to hang out with. Let's see, we got Mike on, who, if you've watched this at all, you know that, Mike and Soul are heroic, and they're like probably some of my favorite people on the face of the planet. So I'm way stoked for them to be on. We got Dan.
One of the greatest comics I have honestly ever read.
Right?
Hands down.
It's so good, you guys. So good. Let's see. We have got Dan Coates coming in. Dan Coates he's awesome. Man, he has been everywhere. He's got a new book named Zen that I've been bugging him nonstop to get into the system. He does have a couple of books already in the system, but Zen is, dude, alien space ninjas, man. What else do you need? You know what I mean? Let's see. We got Jared Brogg, the one and only Jared from CryptoComics. I mean, he's going to make an appearance. Now, most people, I'm sure, are probably like, well, of course he's going to be there. You guys are sponsoring the event. No, you don't understand. All right? We are taking Mr. Deathpool himself and placing him in the center of a round table dynamic, another Thunderdome, if you will, of these great comic minds, and we're just going to let them have him. We're just going to see what happens. It could be a bloodbath. You never know. You know, maybe they'll adopt him. Maybe they'll take him in. It's too early to tell, but I'm excited. Let's see. We got Cardell Cole coming up. Cardell is awesome. Always awesome. Jonathan Howlett from Stitch Tunes. He's going to be there. We've got a few others that are non-confirmed. Let's see here. Oh, we got Bad Guy Boogie telling us that we're trash. Wow. Damn, Bad Guy Boogie. Kind of rough, bud. Let's see. Any artist for CouchCon? Yeah, Justin. Most definitely. You should definitely join up. Get a hold of me on Facebook if you want to. And I'll kind of run you through a few things. I don't want to say for sure that we can get you in there, but we can definitely try, man. We're just sponsoring the event, so we will see, what the event organizers and stuff, what they've got to do. And let's see, we've got Amy saying you could do anything, fun times. All right. Amy's also likely going to get drug into this if I have my way. So watch out for that. Amy Fraser, of course, she's with Gypsy Leaf Art in the system. Got children books, got art books, got some really cool stuff in there. So we're also going to be doing a creator interview with Amy, which is going to be awesome. So that'll be way cool. Let's see here. So yeah, I don't want to make any other announcements for any people until we know 100%. But we've got some other names coming through too, I think. But yeah, so it should be pretty sweet. They got a lot of panels going up throughout that whole weekend. I think it'll be pretty awesome, really. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Does that cover it for CouchCon? Should I replay
for right now, yeah. There's always more announcements, so
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee there's going to be more.
Yeah. So let's see here. Next topic. We're gonna go right from something happy to something sad. Which
Yeah. The passing of Denny O'Neil. Wow, that really actually kind of shook me. I've written a few obituaries
mm-hmm.
in the past on CryptoComics and before that e-comics.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I was really sad because I actually I knew the guy. I knew Danny O'Neil. He was just an absolute inspiration. He passed away on June 11th, 81 years old. So, he was getting up there. Natural causes.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, a little weird fact about him. He's best known for his being the editor and writer on Batman. He was actually born the month that Detective Comics 27 was first released.
Yeah. Yeah, he's I don't know. I mean, I'm always gonna know him from Strange Tales. But that's because of
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But man, he worked on everything.
He did. For example, so a lot of people know that his major defeat, I guess you could say, Wonder Woman, tried to strip away her powers to see what really makes her a hero in order to help with the feminist movement at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the backlash from feminists, that was insane. That was, of course, in the 70s. I actually met him in the mid 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I mowed his lawn, actually, and took me to my first Comic-Con. And also, okay, you've heard that story of me talking with a couple of creators, and that's when Bob Kane had walked up and was like, do you want me to sign that book? Because I'm holding a Batman. I had no idea who he was, and I was like, no, dude. I was actually talking to Stan Lee and Danny O'Neil at the time. Danny O'Neil was the one who had brought me. This was before you'd see comic book creator. They weren't rock stars at the time.
Right. Yeah, they weren't
So,
big name celebrities yet.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was really cool, but I remember just sitting there listening to them talking. Man, they were talking about everything from the janitorial staff. He was telling a story about one time one of his script pages actually got thrown away, and he was kind of pissed off about it, but he was like, well, at least we know they clean. So he was just such a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he really was. But he did something really interesting, I think, with the comic book world. He wanted to get more into the headspace of the heroes and villains.
Yeah.
So I believe one of the first issues he ever did with Batman was he sent Robin off to college. Dick Grayson, he wanted him gone, so he can really start to tell the darker stories that he liked.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So that's when a lot of the Batman villains started taking on a lot of the psychological traits of various mental disabilities.
Right.
Which was awesome. Then, I mean, he had created Leslie Thompson, Thompson, whatever her name is, in the Batman mythos, because he knew Alfred couldn't do it alone, kind of thing. And there was so much really good stuff. I believe he actually wrote the Demon in a Bottle series, or was he just the editor on it?
I don't know, actually, but we can find out.
I know he created Obadiah Stane.
I know he did the Speedy run with Green Arrow that he did that on,
Oh yeah,
or was it the
yeah.
Flash that he did that on?
No, it was Green Arrow. So also when he became an editor over at Marvel Comics, and he was doing a lot of work with Daredevil specifically. One of the big decisions that he fought for was to hire kind of their then unknown Frank Miller.
Who we all know now.
Oh yeah. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of his Frank Miller's later works.
You shut your mouth. He's an American hero. You take it back.
All-Star Batman and Robin. That's all I'm gonna say.
You take it back.
All-Star Batman and Robin.
That's the greatest. That's the greatest thing that's touched DC in the last 100 years.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
So he was also part of the creative team that killed off the original or the second Robin, Jason Todd. So he created the Al Ghouls. I believe he also created John Stewart, the Green Lantern.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
I think so. I'll have to actually look it up, but yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, either way, dude's a badass. It's the only way to put it, man. Dude left a positive change on an entire industry, and we at CryptoComics, I think I could say for everybody, we respect that and appreciate it. So, rest in peace, dude. Go on, be with Stan Lee. Sit, play cards, golf, everything you guys deserve to do. Yeah, that sucks, but.
Now he also did write a couple of novels, one which got turned into a movie, and he actually wrote the screenplay for that movie as well. The River Wild.
He did?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, that was him.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Who didn't have to watch that in 9th grade?
Yeah. For those of you guys who don't know, that's,
Am I aging myself a little bit here?
A little bit. It's a kind of an action adventure type movie. Yeah, they're on a river rafting and have to get away from some killers. Meryl Streep is in it, so I believe Kevin Bacon is as well.
Kevin Bacon's in everything from my childhood, though, so...
He is. Him and John C. Reilly are in it, so...
Do you remember how they used to do the... What was it? The 6 Degrees of Bacon?
Oh,
is that
yeah.
what that was called? Why don't we do that anymore? That's fun. Okay, well, let's move on to trying to get to some happier subjects here. So Mark Miller offering personal writing masterclass, and all proceeds go to charity.
Yeah. There's a bunch of people like Mark Miller, who's a phenomenal comic writer. Wow, artist. Comic writer. Like people like Neil Gaiman are also teaching these how to essentially write just a good story. Neil Gaiman, of course, is on Goodreads. Mark Miller, phenomenal writer. So
yeah, this is just so cool because the primary winner, he says, will get a one-on-one with him, which is just absolutely rad.
I want that. I would kill for that.
Hell, I want it. I don't even write. I don't even know how to write. If you guys have not seen the content I've put together for the website, it's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's filled with dad jokes. And I think no less than 6 different spots where I talked about how our CEO, Jared, likes to cosplay as Sailor Moon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which may or may not be true. I mean, who knows? You know?
Only one way to find out, and that would be to spy on Jared, and no thank you. But the reason we brought this stuff up is because I wrote a series of blog posts on how to write comics. And when I'm talking about writing comics, I'm talking more about formatting it, talking about how to do it in a way that makes sense for the artist. For example, Frey here is an artist. I've been trying to get him to work on forever. The series is actually that I've been trying to get Frey to work on is Hunter, and that's the series I bring up in these blog posts.
Well, you got to throw Frey on blast like this
because that's what needs to happen.
Anyhow.
Okay. So, for example, there's some stuff I talk about where everything should be a screenshot, essentially, when you're writing out the panels, because I've seen a lot of people, ask me about, hey, what do you think of this script? And I'm reading it, and I'm like, well, here's the problem. You have an entire scene in a single panel. It's not a movie. So it doesn't quite work for the artist.
Right.
I've worked with some artists that want to be told everything about the lighting, where the lighting's coming from, all that kind of stuff. I go into 2 separate ways on how to do that. There's other stuff that it kind of goes into a lot more of like, what does the artist need from you versus what does the writer need? Then we also, here's a challenge for you guys. I believe most of you guys have heard about the Marvel method, right?
I would hope so.
Okay.
Maybe, you know what? We don't know that, though. We don't know that. I shouldn't say I would hope so. Let's go over that.
The Marvel method, basically, Stan Lee had to write so many different comic books at the same time that he would essentially, the only way he could keep up was he would go into these meetings, the production meetings, and the artists would be like, okay, so, they would collaborate and figure out what story needs to be told. Then the artist would go draw it. Excuse me, sorry. And then he would come back and essentially figure out the dialogue after the artist already drew it. So
yeah, it opened the doors for artists to have a lot more creative freedom, explore ideas that they might have as far as the script goes, explore, meetups or situations, or, I mean, even just as simple as specific scenes that they would like to see as an artist or as a fan of the series, even though they might not know exactly what was happening. It was very cool way and different way of doing things. I mean, in today's standards, that'd be like shooting a movie backwards. You know what I mean?
kind of, yeah.
That'd be like taking 2 actors, throwing them in a room, and be like, okay, we're going to put cameras on you, then we're going to figure out what we're going to say after the words or after the fact. It's something you can only really make work in comics.
But anyway, so what they would add all the lettering and the dialogue later. So what I've done is I've taken the first issue of the comic Hero Story, and we stripped out all the dialogue. And on that blog post, you can download it, and it's kind of a challenge. You get to actually write the story using the Marvel method. Figure out what you want to say. So there's a challenge for it.
It's up there. Go grab it. It's in our blog, CryptoComics.com/blog. And check it out. Enjoy it. Live it. Love it. Caress it. Cradle it a little bit. Hold it like a baby in your lap. And take it to work with you. Don't drive with a baby in your lap, though. You can walk briskly, but do not drive that way. It would be dangerous to the baby blog post.
I do have some rules that I wanted to set. You still have to give credit to Joey Copeland, who is the artist on that. And other than that, put it back on CryptoComics.
# Joey rules.
He does. He's a really, really great artist. Yeah. I actually met him through my old art teacher, actually, art
Nice.
instructor. Yeah, I went back to him a few years later, was just chatting with him, and he was like, "You got to check this guy out." And he showed me some pictures that he had done, and he was like, "Here's his phone number. Go talk to him." And
Get it.
yeah,
Oh,
great guy.
it's like a Hallmark card. It's like the beginning of like a Lifetime movie. The down and out writer gets the phone number from the teacher for another student who's lonely and lost. You two find each other. That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's
I think
beautiful.
you're reading a little too much into that, but then again, that's you. That's kind of what you do. So I guess I can't really say much.
Dude, whatever, man. All right, whatever. Okay. All right.
All right.
Maybe this is a love story that needs to be made. All right, next topic. DC and Diamond temporarily extend partnership through the end of July.
Yes.
I mean,
That's
yes,
awesome.
for 2 months, but still.
A lot of people are saying that, this could essentially buy comic book retailers enough time to save the industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. They're allowing both reorders as well as pre-orders. And they are extending their payment plan schedules for small comic book shops as well, which is also very, very cool of them. We're not going to go too far into those politics there, but most people in the industry realize that is a situation that a lot of shops can get into trouble with. So it's awesome, to see that they're going to make that extension and they're going to make it work.
Now, comic book shops in the UK and stuff like that, they're actually going to be using the Diamond Distributing for a little bit longer, if I'm not mistaken, just to get the DC's new distributors time to set up something.
Yeah, it looks like it's through mid-December, which is pretty cool. And this is something we talked about last week, man, that everyone and anyone in the industry knew that a sudden cut like this was not going to be a good idea. And and I'm sorry, but all we've got to do is look at DC's app to know that their heart might be in the right place, but sometimes they bite off a little more than they can chew, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I wish them the best in all this.
Right before they made this announcement, it was actually really funny that the Image executive comes out and just starts slamming DC. I believe he called them a bunch of psychopaths and
no,
everything.
Who was it?
Like, you can tell that basically the what is it, Eric Stevenson, basically said that, like, honestly, DC and Marvel are dealing with their corporate overlords, I believe he said. The WB and Disney. Well, essentially AT&T and Disney. It was pretty bad. Then again, they're about the only people that can say that without actually suffering repercussions, really.
I mean, hopefully.
So I'm just going to tell you what they said, not what I said before the video started or anything.
Yeah, we've never fully agreed with Image Comics in our life.
Yeah.
What's up, Image? We see you. So, is that how you do the heart thing?
Yeah, something like that.
I love Image Comics though, man. They have never been like anything but just like right out the open. There's like, you know what I hate? All of this. Fix it.
That's how they got started, man.
I know, it is so.
You had everybody that was big in the industry in the 90s were like, you know what? Screw this. We're doing our own thing.
Yep.
Which was amazing until they came out with that Divine Right. I don't know if you remember that series.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that one, but
I got that book and I was like, this is going to be so awesome. It's written and drawn by Jim Lee. You can't go wrong. And then I
it
read
went
it and I was
wrong.
like,
It went
holy
very wrong. But
oh, yes,
they
it
have a
was
book
so-
called Deviate that was a really
Oh,
not really well known, but that was a great series too. Oh,
mhm.
did you check that one out? That was a good one. I like
yeah.
that one. That was my first foray into which variant cover do I buy though. So I will hold that against you, Image. 4 variant covers? You really needed 4 variant covers for DV8? I mean,
Yeah.
I bought them, so I
Hey,
guess
it
it
was the
worked.
90s. Variant covers were the trend.
I know, it
And
was my entire life was variant covers and Reebok pumps.
oh God.
What?
Oh, you're dating yourself now.
Does that
This
explain too
is
much? Come on.
it no, it explains just the right amount. Yeah.
Dude, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I still wear sneakers that glow in the dark. I've got
That
kids
is
now, and I still get away with it. I don't care.
that,
I wear
yes.
my dad's shorts with glow in the dark sneakers.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with it. The trick is being confident enough to pull that off with hair that looks like this because you let your daughter dye it. And I do all. Yeah, you can let Mercedes dye your hair next.
yeah. No. My daughter keeps asking me, "Can I dye your beard?" No.
Do it, dude. Do stripes like a zebra.
Oh.
Go elaborate. Do it, man. Do like a mandala starting at your chin and just coming out. Why are you laughing, dude? Do it, man. That'd be rad.
No, I'm picturing it. And
If Jared can get away with the beard that dude's rocking half the time, you can get away with a mandala beard, huh? I mean, come on.
you know what the greatest part about that beard, where Jerry just shaves it randomly, and it's so weird. I took him to his first convention,
Mhm.
and somebody was like, "Dude, Wolverine," and he was like, "What?"
Sure.
He had no clue. It was epic.
What's funny is the chat's not blowing up, so we know Jared's not watching the video tonight.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Jared. I know,
This
my
is
favorite
just
thing.
on Jared night. This is gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Well, we were at where were we at? FanX. I want to say 2018 FanX, right? One of the first ones we went to. We didn't have a booth
Yeah.
yet. But yeah, I remember we went to that one and who was it? One of the creators we were talking to, I forget who it was now. But they just asked him like straight face. They're just like, "So, does it just grow in that way or do you purposely shave it to look like this?" And, it's a Joe Dirt joke. You know what I mean? I laughed, because I was like, "Oh, that's funny." And Jared just sat there staring at him like kind of blankly. And he goes, whose beard would grow in like Wolverine? And I just went, all right, dude. I love that guy.
No. I gotta say, my favorite moment of that entire convention. This involves Jared. You might remember this. So we were filming all these like promos with these people.
Oh yeah.
So he's talking to this creator, and he was like, "Yeah, trying to hype him up on the video." And he was like, "Oh, all this stuff that they've done, and yeah, blah 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 blah." And we're talking and he's holding their card, and he has to stop, and he totally blanks out for a minute, and like kind of looks down at the card. "Oh yeah, this guy." We're just like, "Oh my god."
I thought you were gonna bring up the death pool.
Oh,
that
the
was
death pool? That was before the conventions, anything like that. I was talking with a buddy of mine. Actually, we saw him in Hastings. If you guys remember that store. So he used to work at the local comic book shop. His brother's actually pretty big in the industry.
There we go.
And
let's just highlight Jared's face here just a little bit so everybody can see what we're talking about. This is Jared, our CEO. He's a great dude. But because he's not here watching tonight, we're gonna razz him just a little bit.
Yep. All right, so we're talking with this guy in Hastings, And keep in mind, Jared didn't come from the comic book world. He came from the business world. He's got a great business head on him. Kind of the salesman. So back before, we partnered up with Apogee to create CryptoComics. It was just e-comics. And this guy, turns to him, and he was kind of trying to gauge if, this guy was a noob or not. And so he's like, so who's your favorite comic book character? Without missing a beat, he's like, Deathpool.
You know what? You got to give the guy love for trying, though.
Yeah. But since that moment, anytime somebody was like, so asking him about comic books, he knew right away. He was like, you know what? I don't come from the comic book world.
Yeah. I'm not going to try this. I'm not going to try this again. You know what's great, though, is I've never seen anybody take to comic books the way that he has. I mean, and not just him, but him, his kids. I've seen his wife getting into books lately.
Yeah.
I mean, comic books, to be more specific. But it's cool because it really shows you that it doesn't matter at what age you're at. It doesn't matter your history, where you come from, anything like that. There's going to be something that fits, your demographic, I guess, proper way to put that. But, and Jared is the perfect person to showcase that with his sweet ass lamb chops. Because, I mean, look at the guy, ladies and gentlemen. How can you not fall in love with him? He's like a current version of Elvis.
So, actually, one thing that was pretty cool was, so we have badges and stuff on the system that you can earn for doing various things. Coming back a certain amount of days, or picking up so many books, or bringing in, other creators, or, just various stuff. So he's in a competition with his kids on essentially who can get the most badges. So I always thought that was kind of cool.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
All right.
So
now,
let's see here. Next article.
This one is one of the coolest things I think I have seen in a long, long time. So this guy, I have to
Eric Finman.
Eric Finman, yeah. This guy, he's a self-made millionaire, and what he's doing in that picture right there is it's the coolest thing. So this kid has some kind of physical disability. I don't believe they stated in the article. So he teams up with a bunch of engineers and just dumps money into this project to create working Doc Ock arms. Straight out of Spider-Man. It is the coolest thing. The engineers said, $20,000 more and we can get this, to pick up a car. So
I'm in.
It's the coolest thing. Yeah, I know. I want one too. I was like, dang.
So I'm gonna speak to Eric's history here just a little bit by reading off the article. After becoming a self-made millionaire by the age of 19, Eric Finman, instead of going to college, decided to use his money for good. Like any superhero, guys. Come on, right? We know this. In 2018, Finman, at the request of a young boy, recreated the Dr. Octopus limbs from the Spider-Man comics and movies as a working prosthetic. Eric Finman is known across internet circles as the world's youngest Bitcoin millionaire. In 2011, at age 12, he had invested $1,000 into the cryptocurrency, earning himself 100 Bitcoin. As time went on, Finman was able to use his earnings to fund a different venture, in turn netting him even more of the currency. By 2017, the price of a single Bitcoin grew exponentially, and with holding of just over 400 Bitcoin, Finman was actually worth over $3 million by the age of 18. This was when he decided to use his money for good by recreating the Dr. Octopus limbs from Spider-Man as a workable prosthetic, which is awesome. And should we show the video? We should show the video. I think we can show the video. Screen rant? Yeah, we can show the video. Is it long? How long is this video?
It's
1 minute.
Long.
Yeah, let's watch this.
Okay. All right. He's gonna hit play.
Let me turn our volume back up here. Yeah, so how rad is that? I mean, let's be realistic.
It's so cool.
So that's our feel good one. And then I'm opening up this other one. So damn amazed balls, Amy Fraser says. You know what? I think that's the most accurate term that we can say.
Yeah.
That it's amazed balls.
I want one. I want one so bad.
I want 3. I want one for me and one for each of my kids. You know what I mean? And then we'll just roll through town, Doc Ock style.
Yes.
Done dishes, man. Mm-hmm. Oh man, Joe's really rubbing off on me. Done dishes? I never say that.
Oh.
Damn it, Joe. All right, so other story here presented by Screen Rant. Spider-Man's new villain is Miles Morales. So this isn't as huge of a deal for everyone, and I should say that there is somewhat of a spoiler here, even though we don't know if it's a spoiler yet. But Marvel has let just enough come out to show that Miles, everyone's favorite hero of, what was the name of the movie now? Dang it. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. Maybe the next baddie. Which could be pretty interesting. I'm hoping they go for the full-on 2 good guys, but just 2 different mentalities on how to do the good or at each other.
Okay.
I'm hoping they go that way with it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I will say that my son is very excited about this little leak and announcement, to the point that he's woke me up 3 days in a row now, asking me if it is clear to go to the comic book shop and find out if Miles Morales is the bad guy. He doesn't quite understand yet when things come out, but bear with him. He's 15. He still stands in the front yard pointing at the sky saying airplane when there's no airplane. I love that kid.
I gotta say, when it comes to Miles Morales, have you seen that new trailer that dropped for the Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PS5?
I might have with a pre-order.
It looked epic.
It does. It does. And with that,
I just talked my wife into letting me get a PS5, and
have they announced the price yet? Though that's going to be the real problem.
It'll probably be about $60.
The problem is that the price is going to be just outrageous.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already saying it's looking like what, $700 is what they're expecting. I don't know if it'll be that expensive. I think they learned their lesson with the PlayStation 3.
Other articles say that they're doing everything they can to keep the price down to the $299.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, who knows.
Yeah, if anybody's wondering why we're talking about video game systems on a comic book little show podcast type thing, it's because we like technology, okay?
Yeah. We're geeks that way. You know?
Actually, here's what I'm most excited about on this device. Is it is going to ship, you ready for this? You ready for this? With a Chromium-based browser. Which means that out of the box, CryptoComics.com should work perfectly with your PlayStation 5.
That'll be epic.
That's right. And now that I've said that, the company needs to supply me with a PlayStation 5 ahead of release in order for me to properly test.
Yes.
Obviously.
So we can show. Yes.
Obviously. I mean.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
My wife actually used to work for them. So I have pictures of her running down the hall of the Sony building in San Francisco wearing a cape. Nice. I was like, hell yes.
There isn't anything wrong with that at all.
Yep.
So let's see here. All right. New releases. This was something that we've talked about starting to bring up. We try to do very good at keeping up to date on all the new releases. Sometimes during a week, those can get pretty heavy. Keep in mind that currently right now, the system is in beta, so anything that I showcase to you here might change by next week. In fact, I'm going to say that really clearly on this week's video stream. The reader might change next week. So let's see here. One that we've really stoked for, Relics Zero. Because, come on. I'm going to go ahead and buy myself a copy of this right now. And there we go. Go ahead and read it. Now, Relics. If you guys have never heard of Relics, it is amazing. If you have ever had some fun with alcohol while playing Dungeons and Dragons, you've probably already experienced part of what Relics is about. It's some of the funniest stuff happens in this. The characters are amazing. The art, as you can see clearly, is great. The coloring as well, great. These guys really put together a top quality, I mean, I would dare say like a AAA quality comic book. It's excellent. It's just so rad. So yeah, we've got, going into that, we've got a whole bunch of new relics. So there's 0, there's issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, issue 5. And I will say that if you had previously grabbed relics inside of the system, make sure you double check, because some of these are actually updates to the books that were actually uploaded previously, which is pretty dang cool. And then let's see, we've got Osho 36 with Wave 626. I hope I'm saying that right. It might be Wave 626? 626? Looks like it's brought to us by Ivy Comics. I'm going to buy the 5th copy of this one.
No, 626.
626. Okay, we're going with it. Let's see. I'm looking at this for the first time right here on stream. So, once again, this might turn into a not safe for work stream, depending on what type of art is hiding behind the next page. You never know. Looks like by the rating system, though, that we should be safe. That's right. Rating system. We thought about that, people. So let's see. We got some really cool artwork. I like how they've done this, guys. It's got really kind of a cool watercolor effect to it. Kind of coming down off of the water here. That's really cool. Oh, look at this, too. In this bottom right panel here on the frame, they've got a bokeh effect for the background. I like that. Got the ad for the burgers and everything. I'm not going to go through and read the content while we're on stream, just because I like to take my time and read, and I'm slow like that. Somebody's getting hit, though. Right here. We're at a nuclear reactor. Somebody got hit with something that's glowing. I think we all know what's coming. It's going to turn into Andrew.
Oh, boy.
Okay, maybe not.
You won't like Andrew when he's hungry.
Clearly, this character is far more handsome than Andrew. He's got one thing on me. All right. Yeah, it looks like the art style is also really cool here. I like this. I like how this is looking. It looks like they've incorporated a lot of sketch tile type of art with digital medium formatting. I'm digging that. I'm always a fan with that blend.
Some of the panels, just some, they use it very sparingly, but they actually come outside the panel. I love that.
That should be a prerequisite. Everyone should always come out of the panel. Yeah, like right here. Edge just kind of popping up out of the edge. I love that too. That's so cool. Very, very cool looking comic. I can't wait to check this one out. This is going to be cool. Gonna be cool. All right, so we've got those guys there. As far as updates go, just wanted to clarify that we do also have a couple of new uploads in the system here from Tidal Wave, which is always cool. We've also got Zen Boy, which is the coolest. I'm just saying, I got to meet him, and he is so cool. Yeah, Mr. Coates is just awesome. Somewhere in here, I've got an autographed book by him, too. Another one of those creators where I creepily stayed next to the booth with my business card in hand, trying to look like I was a bigger deal than I am, because sign my comics.
Comments from Joe. Wave is super cool. I've been reading it today, and he also says on the reader, click
version 2 in the right corner. Okay. Well, I guess we have to do it if the boss man says we have to do it. We try not to test out or showcase any of the new technology while on the stream. Maybe you should say this, Matt. Yeah, instead of me. You go ahead. You're more well spoken.
I was going to say next week we should be testing it out live on the iPad, so everybody can see exactly how it looks. We also have it on the phone. I've been checking that out there too. Our the main man, David, has been working tirelessly on
Hashtag David rules.
Yes, amen to that. And he's been doing such a phenomenal job. I just love everything that he's been able to do with it. First when he kind of first joined with us, he was like, "Oh boy, flip book. All right, is it going to be that important?" And then right away he was like, "Oh, everything kind of is centered around reading the comics. This is a comic book site." So he took it and ran with it, and he's just done some amazing things with it.
Yeah, David rules. That's all there is to it. Oh, hey, Chris Jackson's in the chat, says good evening. Good evening, Chris.
Oh, what's up, Chris?
We mentioned a certain fantastic DJ earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Chris knew that, but I know that DJ. I know DJ Cyrus. He's a cool guy. Yeah, now I am going to point out something very small here about our reader. When you flip the page goes outside of the frame. Come on, it's cool. So neat. I'm loving it, man. So many cool books in the system right now. So many cool ones. And of course, as we always say, go to CryptoComics.com, sign up, get yourself an invite for the beta. Right now it's exclusive. Go in, check out all the books, see what this is all about. Maybe we'll let you in. Maybe you'll get to grab The Art of Chad Harden Volume 1.
Hit up either Frey or myself on Facebook or just anything, and get a hold of us. We'll send you an invite code. Let you poke around for a bit.
Maybe, if you're lucky. It's an exclusive invite, and I keep mine pretty closely guarded, to be honest with you. I want to make sure, you know what I mean? I let a few people touch and hang out. This thing is my baby. Not just gonna loan my baby out to any looky-loo that doesn't understand how to properly cradle a baby while they run quickly.
Oh man, I used to throw my kids like they were footballs. It was great.
I mean, I did too, but I think I'm realizing right now why that was probably not a great idea. I mean, I got a 14-year-old daughter that will physically assault me if I even look at her wrong. I mean, it's the little details that make it. That's right. That's right. And everybody in the chat, if you look, there's the Great 7-8 from Twitch. That happens to be the magnificent DJ that we were talking about earlier. So make sure you go check him out. Go follow his stream. Most definitely. Do it right now. Do it right now. Close us out. We don't matter. Or leave us up in the background. Leave us up in the tab. You know what I mean? Like 3 hours from now, you'll still hear my voice. And you'll be sitting there going, God, where's my voice coming from? And you'll be searching around browser tabs and stuff. And you won't be able to find it, but I'll lull you to sleep. And you don't want that. I don't think anybody wants that. Now I think about it. So, I think that covers us for everything.
The Art of Chad Harden?
Yeah, it was just the first one that popped up in the marketplace. So I just clicked it. Started going through it. And You know what, though? I will bring this up. The Art of Chad Harden may allegedly have a new Kickstarter. Let me see here. I want to say that he just surpassed his next goal.
Wow.
Ready? Boom! There it is. Art of Chad Harden, Volume 3. 1 and 2 are already in CryptoComics, and we love Chad so much. Volume 3, of course, always badass, and also has my favorite character from Temerity. If you have not read Temerity, once you do, you're going to understand why me and my candy addiction go hand in hand with the character. That's all I'm going to say, though, because I don't want to do any kind of spoilers, and I always tend to do that. But it looks like they've just surpassed their goal. They're now hitting, let's see, their goal was 8,000. Chad's now hitting 25K, almost 26, which is pretty beast. 17 days to go. I mean, is anybody really surprised? It's Chad Harden, man. Like,
I gotta say, hey, it's
him.
my birthday coming up in a few days. So
What?
go ahead. Oh,
Go. I ain't buying you a book.
Oh, come on.
No
I know
way.
you want.
No
Come
way.
on.
Go get another corn dog.
Jeez. Why you gotta bring up the corn dog again? The thing was massive.
Yeah. But the Sarah McLachlan soundtrack to it was perfect.
I still can't believe you made a video of me eating a corn dog with Sarah McLachlan. And oh man, killing me.
Oh, I posted that to more places than you want to know about.
Oh no.
Why do you think your email's been blowing up?
I was wondering about that.
So yeah, back on topic here. Chad Harden. If you guys if you want to back a really cool project, I highly recommend this one. I highly recommend getting the hardcover. I want to say that he does it signed with a print. Let me find here. Yep. Signed book plus exclusive print. And I'm not going to pull it up right now because it was on Facebook, and I do not pull up social media while we're on the stream because every time that happens, another creator has shared something that I probably shouldn't show on the screen. So I try not to do that. But I will say that Chad has been putting up some of these sketches that he's going to be including in this Kickstarter. He's been doing a lot of like outreach and asking people what they want to see. And damn, they're cool. Plus, I believe he put up a flipping coloring book as a stretch goal back. Which is, yeah. I want a Chad Harden coloring book. I'm wearing a Chad Harden shirt. Jeez. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably creeping him out at this point. But I don't think he'd expect anything other than that. Not from me. No, sir. But yeah, Chad's a great guy. Go and support him. Between Chad and Gemma Young with Eldair, the two of them, man, they come up with some cool stuff. They really do. Now, one other thing I wanted to bring up is Freefall Comics popped Roundhouse Hooligans up in the system. And we did mention this book before on a previous stream. But I had the chance to go through and really read this book and check it out. And it is great. It is an absolutely fantastic book. The art style is very cool, very much a Frank Miller kind of art style, I think. Not exactly, the whole Sin City black and white type of thing. So please don't paraphrase what I'm saying in that way, but just the thought-provoking shots that they use inside of the frames. I really enjoyed this book. And again, that's kind of one of the coolest things about my job, or the coolest things about CryptoComics, is that this is very likely a book that I would not have seen previously. Probably also not a book I should be flipping pages through on the stream, but what's done is done. Foil covers from Kickstarter. Jump on it, Joe says. Yes, that's right. He does have the foil covers as well. Sure brought that up. Sorry about that. Anyways, back to Hooligans here. It's just a cool ass book. One of these books where when you see it, you can definitely see this being made into like a series on Netflix, or even like a major Hollywood studio picking this up, just because it's such a cool story. And I wanted to point this out just because this is a book where I firmly believe that it is going to be picked up. I think it is a very good book. I think it's very well written. I think they're going to do some really cool stuff with it. At least I'm hoping to see a lot more of it. And one of the main benefits of CryptoComics is, of course, that creators keep all usage rights. We don't ask to borrow them. We don't ask to have part of it. We don't say, oh, give us 60% of your book and we'll publish it. We don't say, give us 1% of your book. You keep everything. So that being said, I really hope that these guys do well, just because, like I said, it's always cool to see an indie creator kind of blow up, but this one, I think we're getting to see it before everyone else does. And I think this really is going to blow up.
Coming from a writing perspective,
mm-hmm.
I love, to me, the comic always has to be well written. If I'm going to pick
Mm-hmm.
it up, I've mentioned Divine Right
Mm-hmm.
earlier in this video, and I love the art, but oh my God, the story was horrible. Rebel House was something that was, it really, I could see it being turned into like a Robert Rodriguez or Quentin Tarantino
Ooh,
movie.
yeah.
I mean, it has that feel. The writing is amazing. You mentioned the art, which is top notch. Everything about this just screams. It's a great,
You know,
great.
yeah. And you saying the Robert Rodriguez, that's so accurate, man. That really is. That's perfect. That's the best way I think anybody could possibly put this. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's a cool book.
Wouldn't that be badass to see in the theaters?
Hell yeah. I think so. You know?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think we're both in agreement there, but which
Mhm.
is rare, people. Okay? Because that's what's kind of fun about me and him is usually our tastes are very different in books.
Yeah.
Very, very different. Um, yeah, I think it's going to be sweet. I think these guys are going to do really, really well. I do. So, all right. Well, let's see. I think we've hit everything for the day, haven't we?
Yeah.
Have we? I don't know. We kind of went on some
Look, we
tangents
haven't
here.
even checked the list of like, this is what we're supposed to be talking about. It's like,
We don't even
but
do that anymore. That's okay. We have fun with it.
we've given up. Yeah.
So yeah, guys. As far as our little outro goes, we're gonna change it up a little bit today, which I know is gonna upset Matt. But please go check out go check out couchcon.org. Give it a look. It's a pretty big deal. We're very, very proud to have the ability and the chance to sponsor it this year. Like I said, those guys at Vivid, everything they touch is awesome.
Oh
So
yeah.
go check it out, man. There's going to be 160 plus vendors. Each one of those are creators that are, you know, doing the same thing as anybody else in this industry, which is doing their best to get by in these times. So the nice thing about CouchCon is that you're going to be able to sit back. You're going to be able to check out what these guys have. You're going to be able to check out, you know, the custom creations and the art, I mean, just everything, man. I've seen so much cool stuff in there. You know, people really, really coming together and for lack of a better term, they're busting their asses to make something really cool happen. And each and every one of those creators that I've seen, man, they're doing some cool stuff. Um, so, you know, as a thank you from me to the CouchCon team and Vivid, you know, thanks for letting us be a part of it. Really means a lot to us. But to anybody that might be watching this, man, go check it out. It's gonna be rad. It's gonna be very cool. Plus, you're probably gonna see my handsome face at some point during it. So it's like a win-win. You know what I mean? Go and get yourself hooked up with some cool stickers, see my face, go and buy some cool comic books, come back, see my face later, get to see DJ Cyrus. I mean, it's badass. It's a great weekend. I mean, you know, usually my kids are the only ones lucky enough to experience something like this, seeing my face multiple times in a weekend. Or Matt. And I know that Matt appreciates it. But yeah, so go and check out CouchCon. And then, of course, as always, go to CryptoComics.com, check it out, let us know what you think, sign up, get a beta invite. Once again, it's exclusive, but you can hit us up on Facebook, you can hit us up on social media. We're easy to find. You know what I mean? We're both kind of everywhere.
You gotta like, share, all that kind of stuff. You know, your usual social media stuff. Share this video out. You know, if we can double our like goals for this, I'm going to go force Frey to actually do that Hunter comic, to actually draw it out. I've already written it. There's proof on the blog post.
Wait, what are you doing?
What? Yeah. I'm gonna show up at gunpoint if I have to.
What?
We'll get the whole thing on video.
I don't think that's very fair.
I do. I think that's very fair.
Wait a minute. So if we double the amount of people that are watching, you're going to show up at my house with a weapon?
Yes. Exactly.
Wait.
Exactly.
I kind of feel like a winner and a loser at the same time in this situation.
Hey, for me, it's win-win. So.
Okay, so yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. That way I can follow along and get a heads up on when is a proper time to run.
And share. Share it out. That's the important thing.
I gotta be fast. I just gotta be faster than Matt.
I got a car, remember?
Damn.
Yeah.
I will outrace you on a scooter.
Yeah, you probably will. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, thank you guys for everything, and make sure you guys stay safe. That's about it.
Much.
We love you.